You'll never guess what. Andy, come here, come here. Come here. Say they're at it again.
They're at it again.
They're at it again. Okay, so this is This Week at Man United, your essential roundup of all things social media related in regards to Manchester United. All been kicking off this last week, hasn't it? From Lingard to Rashford to online petitions and protests. I honestly don't know where we should start, but let's start with this. The hashtag Glazersout campaign on Twitter. Now here at FullTimeDEVILS, we've always been critical of the Glazers. Me personally, I've jokingly been critical about it, and then I've been seriously critical about it in the past. My opinion, enough, I've been critical about it. However, some people think we should be going even further and using this hashtag Glazersout campaign, and hopefully that will get their attention and realise that they need to get out of Manchester United. Now, I totally understand your want to protest and your want to get your opinion out into the ether. I totally understand that. However, this is something that United fans have been doing for years. As I'm sure you know, United fans have been protesting the Glazers for years. It started with FC United of Manchester, where fans literally set up a new football club because they hated the Glazers that much. They literally set up a new football club, right? You had that, you had the protest in 2009 where everyone walked the streets, we had green and gold all throughout the stadium. And now we've got this unfollow United or hashtag Glazersout thing. If they didn't work in the past, I just don't think this is going to work now. They just don't care, guys. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, that was far too fucking serious for This Week at Man United. Should we lighten it up a bit? Sure, let's talk about Jesse Lingard. Everyone loves this, don't they? So Jesse Lingard, that video that he put up last week on Instagram, that was controversial, wasn't it? That's a little bit controversial.
Onto Jamal Blanc. Shaggy Nero's
even that might be a little bit too far to me, because last week I was saying, like, why do people care? Why do people care what these players do in their own time? But why did he put that on Instagram? Yeah, like, we've all got group chats of mates. We've all got group chats of, like, work colleagues where we'd send despicable stuff to. We'd send, like, the worst, most offensive jokes in the world to. Would we ever publish that publicly? No, we'd never do it. Same goes for Jesse Lingard here. Just put it in the group chat with the lads. Have a laugh about it. Why did you put it on Instagram? You're just asking for abuse. But he has been trying to work it back, hasn't he? We've seen him recently here working out while on holiday ahead of the new season. It's interesting that though, isn't it? That video of him working out, because last week I remember everyone praising McTominay for doing that and praising Daniel James for doing it. Soon as Lingard and Rashford start working out, people don't care anymore, do they? People are like, oh, why do you have to show off that you've been working out? Like, that should just be expected. Why different for Rashford and Lingard and not for the other lads? No, I'm not saying anything, I'm just wondering. I actually feel like I'm about to sigh before I mention every Manchester United related name, because I feel like at the minute, our own fans hate our own squad, don't they? And I hate that. I think it's rubbish, but well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But next, we've got to talk about a player that is maybe slightly less controversial than Jesse Lingard. Ashley Young, yay! Everyone's favourite red. Ashley Young got a new tattoo. Check this out. Oh God, it's that horrible fucking font, innit? Jesus Christ. What does it even say? Right, hang on, I've got to see if I can read it. Come home when you realise... Oh, I don't fucking know. No, I'm sorry, but he's back. Has he used the same font that they use for Monster Energy drink? Why has he done this? What is that? Oh, honestly. And I tell you what, it says a lot that that's only the second worst football tattoo of the week. Did you see it? If you've not seen it, look at this. Joe Hart's new tattoo. Honestly, what has gone on here? It looks like a toddler's just been doodling on him with a biro. Like, this looks like it. This is obscene. Look at it. He's just filled in all black, isn't it? Why would you do that? In fact, if you did do that with a biro, you'd probably get ink poisoning. But what is that supposed to be? I need an explanation for it, because you sometimes see people with these Chinese symbols or that sort of thing, and there's like a meaning behind the tattoo, or like maybe a message from a loved one, or the date a loved one passed away, or something like that. It's a big fucking ink stain. Women's football's on as well, innit? The Women's World Cup. I don't know, me. Women's football. I don't think women should play football. I don't think women belong on the football pitch. I think women are just soft, sensitive beings, and football isn't a game for them. They're too soft and too sensitive to play it properly, aren't they? But it was onside. It was onside. Honestly, this is true equality. Now the female refs are just as bad as the male refs. True equality, we've done it. Sexism is finished. No, you know what, right? Just being clear, joking then. Obviously joking. I don't want to get accused of sexism. So for anyone who was offended by that, thought that was a bit misogynistic, I'm going to make it up to you right now. So for all the women watching the channel, this is for you. Honestly, I've never seen more Manchester United players' nipples than I have on Instagram this week. The holiday pictures are out in force. Looking well, aren't they though? They're looking well. Speaking of women, yes, sexism, transphobia, it's all in there today. Speaking of women, Fernando Torres, he's announced his retirement from football, hasn't he? Fernando Torres. You know what, actually, people might not expect this. Gonna say something a little bit positive about Fernando Torres. That was like my prime growing up watching football, that era. And Fernando Torres, despite playing for rival teams, he was quite the adversary, wasn't he? I mean, you've got to be good to get past Vidic. You've got to be good to get past Vidic. So fair play, Fernando Torres. He was a decent player. But people are over-exaggerating a little bit. Like I've seen people like on Twitter like,
oh, Nemanja Vidic is finally going to get a good night's sleep now Fernando Torres is retired.
Like, what? He did him once. He did him once, didn't he? Am I right in thinking that? Fernando Torres did Vidic once. Like, why are we over-exaggerating? Like, Fernando Torres used to rip Vidic apart regularly. He didn't. And he never won anything while he was at Liverpool. He's not exactly a footballing legend, is he? Like, he was good for Liverpool. Chelsea overspent on him. He was crap at Chelsea, and then he missed an open goal against us. And he'll probably be always remembered for that open goal more than anything he's done in his career. He will though, won't he? Sorry, Fernando. This started quite positive about him, you know. You were all right. You were all right, lad. Yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah, the Neville. In fact, yeah, actually, yeah. Missing the own goal and the Gary Neville scream. They're the two things that Fernando Torres will be remembered for, I think. Oh! Oh! That was a good impression, that. And we did also get the quite sad news that the San Siro is to be demolished. One of football's most iconic stadiums ever. Brilliant ground to watch football in, I think. I've never been. I wish I'd been to the San Siro. I really do feel like this was a massive missed opportunity. And I bet loads of football fans think the same because, like, we could have just picked up a ticket anytime, couldn't we? Because, as the song goes, the San Siro is never full unless you play Man United, which is the truth. It's the truth. I always think it's quite wholesome as well, the idea of the San Siro, like Inter and AC playing in the same stadium. Hey, why don't we do that? Why don't we knock down Old Trafford, build a new stadium and share it with City? I couldn't even say that. Couldn't even say it. Could you fucking imagine though? Could you fucking imagine? The Manchester Stadium. Fuck that. Staying in Italy, actually, did you see the story about De Ligt? Yeah, I think we all knew. Well, we didn't all know, clearly, because some of you were making fucking edits of it. De Ligt is going to Juventus. That's what it's looking like at the minute. He's not coming to United, as a lot of us presumed would be the case. But remember, like 3 weeks ago, on This Week at Man United, when I said this, summer is coming, which means lots of things. Lots of ridiculous transfer rumours, lots of people believe in them, and then lots of edits. I hate when this happens. When we're linked to a player, especially a big name player who it's unlikely we're going to get, and people start editing him in pictures of United shirts, and it just really makes me cringe because you all kept making De Ligt edits of him in a United shirt. Yeah, it's come back to bite you on the arse now. Now we all look like idiots. So why are people still doing it? Stop editing football players into the football shirt. Stop it. Stop it. It comes back to bite us on the arse. It makes us all look stupid, and there's literally no point to it. Just stop it. And you know, I really hate this tactic on social media at the minute, where you'll see accounts put something just outrageous and something that they know is so obviously untrue, just because they know it'll get a lot of a reaction. That's exactly what happened here. The official Premier League Twitter account tweeted this: "Is Baines the Premier League's greatest left back?" No. No, that's it, no. No, but honestly, right, the Premier League's greatest ever left back. I'm curious as to who you think it is, to be honest. Get them in the comments below. Shall we say non-Man United left back, just to make it a bit more interesting? Because obviously everyone grew up with Patrice Evra and people knew Dennis Irwin and... Yeah, who would it be? I think it's got to be Ashley Cole, hasn't it? Sure, it's got to be Ashley Cole, I think, yeah. He was all right, he was all right. He kept Ronaldo quiet a couple of times, so yeah. Give it Ashley Cole, even though he is a twat. Just realised as well, mid-TWAMAN, I've not actually looked what Evra's up to this week, so let me just have a quick check. It's not his real arse, is it? I'm so confused. Sexually. I said it last week, right? It's easy to be in that much of a good mood on a Monday morning when you're dancing on your staircase of your fucking mansion. Like, imagine me doing that on my apartment block at 6 o'clock in the morning. It'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? In fact, right, I'll try and do that and I'll see what the reaction is. It won't be the same, I'm telling you. I love this game indeed. Also, Alexis Sanchez, I have some insider info which I can't reveal to you just yet, but I have been speaking to a source very close to the player, and I will hopefully have updates very, very soon, so stick around for that. That'll be on the way at some point on TWAMAN. Right, that has been this week at Man United. Get in your comments below, unless you're going to call me a twat, and then, you know, I don't know, DM me on Twitter instead or something. Just don't let the people see it. I'll see you next time, where we review all the things that are going on social media in regards to United. Make sure you subscribe. Like the video if you did like it. If you didn't like it, just like it anyway. I need to pay the bills. And we'll see you next time. All right, in a bit. Laters.